like to say thank you for tuning to another episode of Shoot the Ish. And as you can see tonight, it looks totally different. A lot of the estrogen is out of the scene right now. Or is that the right word? Is it estrogen or testosterone? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I messed up. Sorry guys. But as you can see, we have special guests today. And it's going to be the ladies' night. As you can see, the ladies' night edition tonight for Wendy's birthday. So tonight we have a guest, Rita. We have C. We have Shina, and we have the lovely Wendy Williams. Now, what's going to be great tonight, me and Mitch, we're going to be asking some questions, and I hope the ladies get right into it. Don't be shy. Tell it what it is, and speak your minds. That's it. Because we want to hear what the ladies truly have to say based on all these crazy topics that's out here and based on dating, based on all the crazy stuff that's going on. So I'm out. I'm going to let them handle the business. But before we start, I guess we can start with the question. Basically, I'll say we're going to ask this: money versus sex. Which one is actually more important? And does it matter based on the age, or does it matter based on just, I want money or I want some good ass sex? So I'm out. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So that's an interesting topic that we're going to talk about tonight. So money or sex? How do you guys feel about it?
Why not both?
Exactly. Facts. Why not both? We're women. We could have it all. Let me stop.
I want it all.
Exactly. Why wouldn't you choose not to have it all? Why do we have to choose, or why do we have to pick money or sex?
But that's the easy way out.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. So, far as with me, I'm going to give my honest opinion. I'm going to talk about both, really, because money is something that we all need to survive. We all need to live. You know what I'm saying? Sex is amazing. Sex is always good. You need that as well. But far as choosing, I don't think I could choose, honestly. I feel like, I don't know, both for me. No? Maybe?
I'm going to jump back in this. Money or sex? Which one does it matter? Does it matter? Because 9 times out of 10, you're not getting both.
Sex for me.
Sex. I'll say sex. I'll be real about it.
Sex. You need sex. Ladies, what about you?
For me, I say money.
Money.
I can't have terrible sex. No.
All right, you see how you feel?
I'm down with the sex.
The sex, okay. And you, Rita, how you feel about it?
I mean, if I had to choose, it would be sex.
Okay. All right.
The way y'all scared of the mics, it looked like it's definitely about money because y'all ain't fucking with the mics.
Oh, that's funny. But, I mean,
What's the reason why?
Yeah, I'm getting to that point. Let me get to that point. All right. I mean, money is always something that, we all need. I mean, we could always, get or whatnot. I mean, far as having a great sex, push you to go and get that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, honestly, you living good, you having good sex. I mean, it just push you. You just push you to go into that next level. Far as, to go and get the money as well. But, I mean, the sex is always something that gives you, like, an electric excitement in your body. You want to do something. You want to do something more. Like, it's good. It's great, I don't know. And you, as far as the money, why you choose the money?
Well, like you said, I need, we all need money to survive off, and I can't just if the sex is bad, I can't keep having terrible sex. So, if the sex is bad, no, I'll pick the money.
Okay.
mean, it's about what you get up in the morning for every day. So no matter what, my basic human needs are going to be first.
Okay,
They're going to be a little bit, more important. However, you still have to do what you have to do, but it's going to be down to what I get up in the morning for, and that's, what I have to get up for, and for myself, and to fulfill my purpose in life. And sex is like 100% part of that. Like having an intimacy with someone that you love, or just another person that you can be affectionate with, to me is what matters the most in life. So money is, in a sense, to me, like an illusion. It's just another currency. It comes and goes, but I'm gonna remain, and I got to get up and do that and live that way. That's how I think.
That's high. That's good. That's real. Thank you for that.
Well, I would say I try to put myself in a position where I have my own money,
Right.
so that when I am looking for a mate or I find one, it's nice that he has it, but I'm good either way. So he has to come with both.
Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. So there you have it, far as sex versus money.
Next question, ladies. This was an interesting one in reference to trying to figure out who actually wants sex more. And the reason this question came up, because I think you were in the last
We were
episode,
talking, right.
and it was someone who actually said they thought men either want it, and then we talked about, we think women want it. So to talk about that subject, based on you guys, do you feel like men want sex more, or is it like the real behind the scenes? Is it that ladies want it more, they just don't say it?
I said the same thing I said last time. I feel like woman wants it as much as man, like even more sometimes I feel like, but we just have a way to hide it sometimes. Like we gonna carry ourselves like a lady first. We're not gonna show sex first, but I mean, far as what I was reading, far as statistics, it was women wanted it more since 2022, 2023. So I would go with woman more. Not sure what my girl's gonna go with, but yeah, weigh in.
I mean, I would say we are all sexual creatures.
Yeah,
We all want it.
yeah.
It's hard to say who want more because we all are born with body parts that make us go in a sexual way. So I would say both.
So the next question is, do women want sex more than men? Because as we see, we live in a society right now where they say, every guy is thirsty, every guy's desperate, every guy just be fiending. But is it true indeed it's just men? Or do women get that need that y'all just know how to hide it? But in your opinions, based on friends, do you guys believe that men or women want sex more in relationships?
Both. Definitely both.
Yeah.
Yeah, women want it. Men want it. It's just you have to compromise. It takes compromise for men and women to get together and make things happen like that. Everybody wants to consistently, have something like that. I mean, and a lot of people aren't having it because they can't get along with, everybody wants too much. They want so much out of a situation. And nobody wants to give enough to really make that happen. So, but I think it's equally both, for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I agree. I think in the modern day, I think back in the days, women were more conservative. Yeah. But I can tell you that
we out here now.
Women want good sex.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
women want good, consistent sex. Men maybe
absolutely.
want more variety.
Yes.
Let's put it like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
agree.
think it's both.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I agree also. Both.
I agree. I feel like both. I mean,
Okay. All right. So, Mitch, That's your question.
I mean, do you think there's like a stigma for an outspoken woman that would show that they would want sex more in nowadays society? Do you think there's like a certain stigma that maybe
No.
not at all?
I don't think so no more because right now everyone is open. I mean, sex is out there. I mean, it's more sex now than back in the day, I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that stigma is not there no more. You know, people, if they want to say something as far as like they want sex, I feel like people is more open now to just go for that, you know, like, and just like back in the day where, oh, take me on a few dates, you gotta take me on this, or you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You know, women still have their priority, I feel, you know, and just from hearing from other friends or other, you know, people that talk about this, you know, it's out there, you know, like it's just, you know, it's nothing to hide about it, you know, so I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
I think women are direct about it. I think they let the man know, like, straight up, like, because who's gonna waste their time? They're not seeking something. Everybody has an end game. Everybody has something that they want. Women don't waste no time. Most women I know ain't wasting no time. Like, they be like, hello, and no, and whatever. So that's how I feel about it. I think I don't know if that intimidates men or not. That's one thing, but I think most women that I know anyway.
Yeah.
Whether they're, you know, conservative or they're a little more like wild, it don't really matter. One way or another, they're communicating what they want.
Right.
You know, they're not saying, oh, trying to fake, like, I don't even know how you can operate like that. I don't know who operates like that. How can you play it off like you want something but you don't want something? Like, that's a game for sure. And I mean, I guess people run them, but most women I know are very direct about what they want in one way or another. They're not asking for the world, but they saying like, yo, you know, I'm trying to do me too. I'm trying to get mine. I'm trying to get mine. You trying to get yours?
Okay, let's do it.
It's like, let's happen. What's the hold up?
Exactly. Yeah.
Not a hold up. That's my opinion.
Anybody else? Y'all all agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the things that I realize is when we think about relationships going on now, right? And obviously we're still on the topic of whether or not who wants sex more, do men or women. But let's get down to the meat of it. What do you guys see like right now dating? I mean, right now dating. What is some of the, like one of the main things that you see when you guys are out here dating? What is some of the main like things that make you just say, you know what? I feel like I want to give up on men. What is some of the main things that you guys are facing right now?
I'll let my ladies handle that. Yeah.
Now I know y'all shouldn't be quiet about this. All right. We did say what was the first question? Money or sex? And some people said money, some people said sex. And I realized some of y'all scared of the mic, so I already knew that y'all want money. But I need y'all to get close to the mic to give your responses so we can hear it. So go ahead, let's rock this out.
For me, as far as dating, I feel like men not being upfront about what they really want. When it comes to dating, like if if a guy just wants sex, just, make that clear.
Right.
If you're not trying to date, just make that clear if you just want sex. Because, some females out here and they trying to date and be in a relationship and for marriage and stuff. But, for me, guys not being upfront about what they really want.
They play a lot of games. Like, they get in your head, they ask you, they try to figure out what type of man you're looking for. They play that role just to get the sex. And then they get it, and then it's like you wasted all that time because now they moving different. So you was in it for sex from the door. You should have just said that, and I would have said, get the fuck out of here. And we put it, and we both said
exactly.
They're never gonna say that. That's why they would never.
I'd rather do that though.
Oh, they would never be that front. They never gonna get it.
Yeah, they don't be up front. Like
they never get it.
In a situation, you you on a break. Like be up front. Be honest about what you got going on.
Well, that's always what it is, because you don't know. You don't know who's serious and who's not.
That's not gonna happen. Because that's the only shot they got. Why they gonna tell you to?
Exactly.
If they got the
Time
one
will
shot
tell.
to make it happen, they gonna be like, oh well, guess what? Really? No, ain't no. I mean,
That's why it's a risk.
at least we might know that if they said that, that would be cool, but they don't know that.
They don't know that.
They don't
That's
know
why
that.
you waste time, because you don't know who's serious, who not. Like, you don't really know until you wasted that time. And most is on that bullshit.
What I'm noticing is rosters. The new dating scene is everyone has a roster. They're dating 1, 2, 3, 4 women at a time. Well, women do it too. That's what I'm noticing. So this is very new for me. I'm noticing rosters. So, and again, men not being upfront, and women too, though. I think that, it goes both ways.
I agree.
And we need to just have that conversation up front.
Everybody's too elusive.
Communication.
Everybody's
Because
elusive.
again,
I feel like everybody's elusive. Nobody wants to be nobody wants to tell people who they really are. They don't really want, they don't want people to really know them.
Exactly.
You don't really want to know them either. You're like, I don't really.
It's an act. It's an act up front.
Everyone tell me. I don't want to know. Like, I think that's how I think what I come across is men being very elusive and mysterious and kind of like falling back.
Very much so.
Like,
and I feel like if you communicate with that person, I want to fuck.
Yeah.
If that person want to fuck, they'll fuck. If that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I if you want to have, like, I'm looking for marriage, or I'm looking for a long relationship with, communicate with that person. Let them know. I think that will be good.
Yeah.
Let's have that communication. Let's talk
that
up
way
front.
we
Let's
both
be
know
honest.
where we at.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe you just be my fuck partner.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because some women are okay. Listen, they're okay with that. They're looking for that as well.
Yeah.
So
men are not going to.
The problem is
like
men play games.
They just don't communicate.
They
like
don't
women
communicate.
They don't
Exactly.
communicate how we do. They'll say what they want. We act like we don't hear it, but we hear it. But we blame them for not communicating what they want. They communicate what they want the way they want to communicate what they want. They don't do it how we expect them to do it. So I think they're foolish. A whole lot of things, but that's
When the guy say I'm chilling right now, I'm trying. I want to get to know you, but I'm chilling. He just want to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta figure that out. I'm chilling. Like you gotta figure that.
I got a lot on my plate.
Right.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
That's my favorite one.
It could just be so simple.
Yeah.
Like, just communicate with that
Depending on
person.
it's bad
Like,
depending
just,
on who you're
like,
talking to.
I don't understand why it's so hard, like, dating now. Like, when I have so many of my friends that's single, or they, trying to be out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just communicate with that person. If you meet somebody, and just be upfront. Like, what are you looking for?
Honest, absolutely.
And I feel like if a person be honest and stop playing games, it will go such a long way. And they could build, they could do whatever. If you want to fuck, okay, I know this person, I'm just going to fuck.
And you're being honest. We
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
appreciate that. And honestly, it would get you a long way, I think.
Yeah, because
Instead of playing games.
Because I could be chilling right now too. We both could just fuck each other, but you gotta say that to know who on the same
Or
page.
if you don't, you're not looking for like to just fuck. Like, okay, well, I'm not looking for that.
Right.
Best wishes to you.
Right.
Yeah,
Hope you find what you're looking for. I'm looking for something serious. Like, you won't waste each other's time.
All right, this is
But
a
again,
good segue. This is a good segue into the next question. Does age dictate your wants in a relationship and your sexual needs and things of that sort? So does age actually dictate a lot of things that you guys are looking for now compared to before?
I think so.
And why?
I think so. When you're young, you really don't know. You're all over the place. You don't really know what you want. Your wants change from every few years. I feel like, depending on where you are in your life.
Evolve over time. I think maybe you might get to a certain point at a certain age where you're like, all right, cool, I know exactly what I'm doing now. But up until that point, and that point really for everybody is relative to their circumstances in life. So, somebody might come up on that early or late.
Right. So yes, it does.
So when you're younger, sometimes you're looking for, marriage, kids. When you're dating, like I am in your 40s, I'm established already, so I'm not looking to get married. I have my kids already, so yeah, I'm looking for good sex too, which with someone in that's younger might be like they have other goals. So absolutely, age plays a part.
Age and experience.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now this goes back to the previous question. based on a lot of things you guys were saying. One of the things that I realized is that when I asked about what do you guys experience, now, one thing that you guys may know or may not know, that when I asked about the difficulties, it's not to bash men, but I know sometimes you guys got to be realistic with the fellas out here. So we got this thing called the gas station pills and all this. Do you guys have that issue when it comes to men you guys are meeting? Because from what I hear, and believe it or not, I did research, and one of the things that's happening in today's society is that there's a lot of erectile dysfunction going on with men. We live in an era where people are on drugs, people are taking pills, people are drinking so much. So one of the things that they said was that there are a lot of men that have erectile dysfunction. Is that one of the things also that plays a part, or you know anybody that deals with that? Have you guys ever dealt with it? Anything of that sort?
I never had that problem.
Me either.
Problem. I never had that problem.
No.
I've had that problem.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
elaborate.
Well, I was dating someone. He wasn't in a rush to have sex. I thought that was different, but I didn't think like why he not. You know, it's not what I was used to. But I was enjoying it because it's like, oh, maybe he want to get to know me. But that wasn't it.
You're right.
He had a very Vienna sausage situation, and he just wanted to eat me out. That's all he wanted to do. So I didn't know it was down there at first. So when it finally got to that, and it was like nothing there. It was I was like, I wasted all that time for this.
Like you were so disappointed,
Yeah,
right?
but I felt so
I remember
bad.
that because I was there with her, and she was like, "Oh my God, he's such a nice guy. He wants to wave. This is different." I was like,
was his
"Whoa,
problem.
yes,
And he had everything else going for him.
yes,
That's why I was
we
like-
were ready to meet the mom."
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And I was like, ooh, you okay?
The bite fell because it's the. Yeah, there we go.
And so when it comes to gas station pills or pills that make you harder, I thought about that because I'm like, well, maybe I could work with him, you know, like maybe he could get something to make it work. But it just
It just didn't work out.
So most of you guys got King Dingaling.
I do.
Dang.
I haven't had that issue.
Great job.
had
Great
that.
job.
that's a really good job, yeah.
That's a good job because from what I hear, it happens a lot. All right, so that's actually interesting.
I know, right?
So when it's
good.
all said and done, like I mean, you guys, from what it sounds like, dating is going great for you guys. Is that the case? I mean, I just wanted to know because it seems like the questions I asked, everything is great.
That's
like,
that's a good topic because
is it? I just wanna know.
no, because
It's not going
most of my girls in here, you know, they're single, they're out here, and you know it's so hard sometimes. I feel like hearing from not these particular set, but hearing from so many other females that talk about dating right now, it's like it's nothing out there. You know, it's so hard for them to connect with somebody because it's the not communicating with that person. You know, so. And most guys sometimes, you know, even if they just want sex, they probably just want to get the sex first and then say after, oh, that's what I just want maybe, you know. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about it because you guys is single and how you guys feel with just meeting new people out there.
Yeah,
you know?
dating. Yeah, I'm not dating, but from the people that I speak to when it comes to dating, I just spoke to somebody today and last night because my friend was expecting a guy to come over. Maybe had to travel like, you know, in 2 hours or whatever because everything is long distance. Most of the people I know like are talking to somebody from a different, not necessarily a different state, but maybe like an hour to 2 hours to maybe even a little bit more than that away. So waited the whole night. Homie never showed up. Called me the next day like, yo, like, yo, this just didn't work. But the whole time she's talking to him the whole entire time, and he's like, "All right, I'm almost there. Oh, this guy, I'm here. I'm not sure you where I'm at." Like,
oh no,
it's just like, why go through all that? Like,
right.
what was the reason to make me think that you're like literally on your way here and you're not? And it's supposed to be like a pop off. It's supposed to be like a, you know what it is type of situation. So things like that don't ever come to fruition. So that's disappointing for a female to sit there and have the anticipation because I think a lot of females that means something to us. We're like,
right,
yes.
yeah. We get ready. We do We do a
She's
whole.
like, I don't even know what should I do, and I'm like, yo, just chill. Everything's gonna be chill. Like, just don't overthink it. Everything's gonna be fine. And that was not the case.
No.
So that's what I guess. Like I said, I'm not dating. I don't.
Yeah.
But I can imagine that if I was, I don't see why it wouldn't happen to me.
Oh
Why
my
would it not
gosh,
happen to me? I could be sitting there doing the same thing, like on the phone, talking to you. Being like,
Right.
yo, I think he's gonna get. Come, please tell me. Let's pray.
I'm about to
Come
get
on.
some
Be
dick
like,
tonight.
I'm like, girl,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm like, you get this dick. I mean, I might get this dick. She might get this
Right.
dick. We all might get this
Exactly.
dick. It didn't happen. So we like, yo, we're never
And then
gonna
it's
get this dick,
preparation.
yo.
Like
It's
us
never gonna happen.
females, we put into a lot to get ready. When a guy tells us that they're coming over, hanging out with us, we go through a lot. Like a female, it's like a whole routine that we have to get ready and be. You know what I'm saying? Just to be ready for you. So that's hard. Like when your friend, like that's disappointing because it's like, Lord no, I never had that experience, but I would, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's like, yeah, she was crushed.
I could imagine.
One of the things that I realize you guys are saying, because look, you guys are attractive females, right?
Thank you.
For us
Yeah.
to hear you guys say some of this stuff, it's like,
It's weird, right?
Yes.
Like,
is that true?
It's very
They
true.
have
She's
it.
my friend.
They're
Is very
probably
attractive.
doing this.
She's
You
very
guys
attractive.
are probably doing this to men, right? Now, y'all sitting there acting like little angels, but I know there's some guys in the back that's calling y'all. Y'all like y'all ghosting them, y'all playing them.
It's a reason. though.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh,
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Miss Rita said there's a reason. What is some
It's
of the
always
reasons?
a reason.
What's the reason, Miss Rita?
If I'm ignoring your call, it's for a reason. You was playing in my face. I was bored. Maybe when you hit me up, I responded. Now I don't want to respond because you was playing in my face.
And what does playing in my face mean?
You just with the bullshit. You just.
So he had an opportunity, but he messed up the opportunity to get to know you. Is that what you're saying?
right.
Okay. See, do you have any scenarios? Like, do you have a little dingler around anywhere?
No, I actually, when I was sitting here, I got a phone call from somebody I'm talking to, and I picked up the phone, and I'm like, ladies' night, and it was just chill. It was like, I hope it's no issue, but then I get a text like, oh, don't, you know, like, oh, okay, whatever. It's just
Cause you
whatever.
feel- right.
I'm not the type of person to do that. Like, I guess that's how most people maybe might operate, but I'm not going front about nothing really
Yeah.
too much. Like, I'm too.
I'm gonna say that about her.
You know me.
Yeah, she
knows me.
She's gonna tell you
I'm
everything to the T.
like most of the time, like after a couple
Yeah.
minutes of talking to me, you're gonna pretty much know. Like I'm not gonna tell you no bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm just
she's very
keep it
upfront.
very
Yeah.
real with you, and I guess it can be a little harsh sometimes. how
Yeah,
I
she
come
do.
off,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't care. I try not to do it in a way where it's like rude or disrespectful. But I'm definitely going to
Speak your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I
waste
love
no
that
time.
though.
Listen to
Miss that
them,
though.
yeah.
Miss China, what about you?
Yeah.
Do you have any little dingler arounders that they just around? You don't really want nothing to do with them. They just sitting.
I did, but I was just honest with them. I didn't want to like lead them on or hurt them, so I just, was honest with them and cut them off.
Yeah.
But they still be contacting here
Yeah,
and
they
there.
still reach out.
That's
That was
where
my
I
point.
don't. That's when I don't answer because it's like I already told you, like I'm not into you like that.
Tell
and
them
you
about the
keep-
guy that at my birthday party. What happened last year? Well, I mean, I'm not David, my husband's birthday party. Tell him what happened today. Like,
my friend, like he was a coworker and stuff, and I always looked at him as a friend. So I invited him out to her husband's birthday party. So we was there and stuff, and he knew we was friends because we've been like friends. I looked at him as a friend for like maybe like 3-4 years. But I guess he was looking at me like in a different way. So we was at the birthday party, and we didn't go there together as a couple.
yeah.
So we was at the birthday party, and I was dancing with other guys. Like he got so
My husband friends was all there.
he
Yeah,
got
it's
so
like-
mad, and I'm like why are you? I couldn't understand why he was so mad because it's like we friends, but
He didn't express to her. He didn't
he
communicate
didn't
to her
express
that
to
he
me, like,
wanted
the
more than
whole-
friendship.
Friends, but he all along he was
You know?
acting like he was okay with being friends, but he
Yeah.
never expressed that.
But when
to
my
me.
husband friends and went in her face and talking to her,
He was, like,
it was a
so
problem. He was
mad.
like throwing shit like me,
Like,
like
even-
like
even before
yeah.
this,
like that.
Even
Yeah,
before this,
it's
I
just
tried to
like-
like hook him up with like other coworkers or other girls, and he wouldn't like talk to them. Like it was
Yeah,
just weird.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like why is no communication? Like, just be upfront. Like,
And what about you?
Yeah.
You have any dingle around? Because at the end of the day, we didn't hear what you said last time in reference. I'm already older. I got my situation. I just want some dick.
No, that's not what I said. I just
sound
want
like
that. No. I wasn't here. Not.
Oh, you
no.
said that?
No.
You had to be here.
I wasn't there for the question of the
okay,
sex. So
my bad.
women
She
like
wasn't,
sex
yeah.
too. That's all I'm saying. That's not all I'm looking for. Absolutely not.
So,
Right.
do you have any dingle arounders? Like, anybody that's just hanging around that you just like, I let them know there's nothing going on, but
I think I'm too nice and I don't let them know, and
Okay.
they still then just continue to contact, and I avoid the texts and the phone calls, which I think I need to get better at that. So yes, I do have a few, and it's just hard for me to tell someone
Not interested.
not interested.
I like you
Yeah.
as a friend.
Yeah. You
But
were
that's what it is.
soft-kinded.
I keep it as a friend.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, how are you? I keep it as a friend.
She's more
but I
soft,
think,
You're
but
more soft. You don't want to hurt that person feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I keep it
So
as
she's
a
gonna
friend.
keep it,
Hey,
yeah.
how's it going? I'll respond once in a while, but I would think that you would get the point a year later that I'm not.
Right.
2
There's
years
a
later.
yeah.
so
But some even if you do tell them you're not interested, or I'm seeing some men don't
Some
care.
don't
They
care.
don't
Keep
care.
Trying, like, this.
Because again, they probably want to add me to the roster. So
Right.
remember, there's a roster. There's a
okay.
Well, nobody
So-
wants to be the bad guy. Nobody wants to say, like, I don't really like you. Guys don't want to do that either.
yeah.
They don't
So-
want to,
so
even if they
this-
might like a girl a little bit, they don't want to be like, no, I really don't think so, because nobody wants to feel like they're the bad person in the situation. That
Right.
they don't want to hurt.
Hurt.
They know that that's gonna hurt, so they don't want to do that.
All right, so this brings me into the next question, because based on everything you guys said, in reference to men don't get it, I don't, confused and everything like this, do you feel that not looking at yourself, based on friends you may have, based on people you know, do you think that men are more delusional when it comes into this relationship game, or women are delusional when it comes in this relationship game?
I don't think men are delusional. They just don't care.
They don't
like
care,
they know, they get it. They
Yeah.
just they don't care.
They play dumb.
They play. Yeah, they're not delusional.
I feel
And
like
women aren't either.
yeah, I feel the same way. Like if a man feels some type of way about a female, say for instance, oh, I like her, she looks good, let me see where it's gonna go, but their mind is gonna play tricks on them sometime, most of the time, so I feel like they may hold it back and pull back sometimes because they just want to see what the female's gonna do or how she's gonna, reciprocate everything, So, I mean, I think men knows what they want, because in the world today, if a man asks a woman to marry him, that's what every woman wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want that. So when a woman asks a man, let me marry you, I feel like the man just question it. I feel like it's something to that. Like, far as if a woman gotta ask a man to marry her, I feel like I would never ask a man to marry me, because I feel like a man, when he's ready, he's gonna show he's ready. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come and say, I want, So men know what they want. They play crazy sometimes, or they very delusional with certain things. But I mean, they either sit back and look to see what the female's gonna give them, or they may just, I don't know, just sit back, I guess. I don't know. Like, how you guys feel about that? Like, do you feel like they delusional, or they
I think men know what they want.
men know what they want.
So you believe it's a game? Delusion is just a game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all want the same things, right?
We all want the same thing, but at what time does that connect with each other?
Exactly.
It could be right now. It could be next year,
Well,
next 5 years.
I can't
Yeah.
say that. I do think, I don't want to say, some women are delusional in the sense that some women expect a man to be ready, and
They're not.
a man
Yeah.
is going to be ready when a man is ready.
right.
So for a woman to feel like I can get this man to get ready for me, that doesn't work that way.
Right.
So
It
that
doesn't.
part of it, you
Yeah.
know, is what I'm noticing when it comes to dating. I talk to a lot of women, and they get upset. They're dating a guy for a few months, and they want a commitment. They want marriage. And I tell a man is going to be ready when he is going to be ready.
Exactly.
A woman can never.
Now, one of the things that what prompted me to this question, and it was interesting to hear you guys' answers, right? Mm-hmm. But I swear, I talked to a lot of females, and even females said that their friends are very delusional because they're waiting on men. Like, none of you guys know any females that are waiting for a man somewhere that think something gonna happen and it ain't gonna happen. That's delusion to me.
That is. Right. That's my point.
None of y'all have any of those?
No. I might be one because I swear I don't put myself out there to get a man.
She does. She has
like,
zero
no.
social media.
Where's my man?
She
And
just
then I
be
have to type
in a
what I
closed
want.
door. She
But that's good.
yeah. She's very
That was me.
in a little box.
Yeah, that was me.
And she just got her stuff,
Social
you know.
media.
So
Yeah.
it's like that's
Girl, we
that's
gonna
how it
encourage
goes
each other
sometimes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Get on out there, girl.
I feel like
Exactly.
women and men are very smart, but women are super smart. That's
Right.
right. That out there. And not to say men are dumb, but we're smarter. And you can meet a man that just got out of a relationship, right? Or you know he's not ready for you, but he's giving you everything you need, so you play that part hoping that eventually he will be ready, but he ain't do no self-work. He ain't healed. He not trying to figure out where he is and who he is and what he can actually offer you, but he's giving you time and attention and all of that. And women stay around, but they become delusional, thinking that eventually he will be on the same page as her. But then she wasted all that time because it comes to find out that he's still not ready. And you're still waiting for something that you knew wasn't going to happen no time soon. So you gotta, when you meet a man, y'all have to be in the same place when y'all meeting, and not think that because you're ready, he's not going to be ready when you're ready. And you're going to be wasting all this time waiting, and he's still not going to be ready.
That's what's up. Yeah. I
Now,
agree.
one of the things that I'm going to ask, just in reference, it'll be more or less a personal question that I really have in reference to dating, right? I would say, why does it seems like in today's society, we are very superficial. I don't think people at this point, or women, even know what's potentially good. They still want the bad boy, the guy who doesn't do this, isn't cool. They want they want some of the stuff that you've seen when you were like young, kinda. And I want to know, like, far as you get older, because this is a panel. I'm not gonna tell y'all old ladies because y'all look better than a lot of these young burned out chicks. The interesting thing I would ask is, at this point in you guys' life, what is your ideal situation that you would say, I will give up being single today if I met this type of guy?
I would say a man that knows what he wants. He knows who he is. He's confident. He has. He's healed or healing or almost. He just knows like what he wants. A lot of guys don't act like they don't know what they want. So I want somebody that's sure that you know who you are, you know where you're going, and you know what you want.
I would say I just kind of want somebody who's just as passionate as I am when it comes to like a relationship, because I'm like a more affectionate person. But I also need somebody who understands that I like my space at the same time. It's a hard combination.
Yeah, so that's a loaded. It's a loaded
hard
question.
combination.
Yeah.
So I try to be real easy on how I approach what I really ultimately want, because it still comes down to compromise. So I know that I still have to respect my feelings and put my feelings first. But I gotta be willing to, as much as I know that I don't want to sacrifice that much, I want the type of person that's going to do that. So I have to be able to do that. That would be my ideal situation.
And reciprocation.
Yeah.
For me, I say goals and beliefs. If me and the person have the same goals, beliefs, emotional maturity, I feel like friendship plays a part too. If we, have a great friendship, a great vibe and bond, then yeah, I feel like I will give up being single and, that'd be my life partner.
Great answer.
Yeah.
I agree. Same goals. Emotionally available, us having the same goals and giving each other the same energy.
Energy.
Same energy.
That's the word, energy.
And consistency.
The other one is
And
emotional intelligence.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's a huge one
Yes.
that I think,
Which is,
Yeah.
exactly.
Compatibility.
Yeah.
because emotions
Chemistry.
Yes.
a lot to deal with.
Like we have the same beliefs,
Yeah.
children, church, religion, and
Right.
Just on the same page.
It was interesting that someone, you don't want to spill that. It was interesting that you guys just used the word emotional intelligence. And surprisingly, I actually know what that is. But there's a lot of men who do not know what emotional intelligence is. And I actually had to look it up because I did not know what it was. And does anybody want to explain what emotional intelligence is for the men who are actually watching this? Can anybody explain what emotional intelligence is?
I'll give it a shot. Like I know.
You gotta get to the mic for that one.
All right. Well, the definition of intelligence is being able to acquire and apply knowledge and skill. That's the definition of intelligence. So if I try to think of that definition of intelligence and think of emotion, just my own personal, I'll just be like emotions are everything, and they're also very fluid. So you have to understand that at one moment you might feel crazy, and then the next moment you might feel completely different. And if you don't manage that properly, you're going to destroy a lot of relationships. You're going to hurt yourself. You see it every single day. People be angry and do all types of crazy stuff. So it's like that to me is what emotional intelligence is, because it's, as a human being, your emotions are just think about how many thoughts you have like during the day, and those thoughts they give to your they bring emotions with it. You take all that in and you give all that out. So it's a very hard thing to manage. So if in men, it's even more so difficult, I think, because women, we're just naturally supposed to we have a cycle in a month, so that we know how we get when we get our cycle and stuff like that. But men, they don't deal with that. They deal with completely different set of skills. So it's a different skill set for them. Men might catch on at some point, if ever, but that's totally fine to me. It's like that's not their skill set, but it still isn't important, just as an individual and a human being, to be able to handle your emotions. And nobody needs to suffer your crazy all the time.
Right. It's being
That's
aware,
how I feel.
being aware and being in control of your emotions.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I saw when I read about it, one of the statements was actually, and how I had to understand what I didn't know what it was. It's usually a woman says she has a bad day. The man comes without having emotional intelligence. She says she has a bad. What's wrong? What happened? At that moment, you have to know the type of person you're dealing with. You have to be able to say, like, I know my woman. For her to express herself, and then I tell about my bad day. I wasn't emotionally connected to her to understand her situation or her emotions, and I brought mine in. Therefore, I was emotionally unintelligent to be able to adapt to that situation. So when I looked up the definition of emotional intelligence, because I was actually going to do a podcast about that, and I realized that, we don't know that. And a lot of men do not understand what emotional intelligence actually is. And that's where I started to find out that a lot of the disconnections with men and women. It's usually simple. There's terms for everything, but the fact of the matter is, one of the best things you can do is communicate. Right. So, to me, I feel like with you guys as ladies' night, what I wanted to actually find out was just more things that, women go through. What is it that women are actually looking for on the single scene? Is it good out here? But I'm just going to be honest. You guys, It seems like everything is peachy and creamy for y'all. Just a little minor. Y'all get the best love life, except for you sometimes.
I didn't say that.
It seems like it.
Everybody had different. Yeah.
You know what
It's a lot of
she the only one that got a little wing.
It's a lot. Thank you. No, I don't want to be labeled like the wee wee girl, but
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Almost said it done.
I didn't choose it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it chose me. But I don't know. It's a lot of cavemen out here. People, they just don't know how to communicate. They do one word responses. They don't ask the questions. It's very surface like. There's no depth. It's like it's pulling teeth sometimes.
I agree. Communication is it's the big issue.
That's how you
right
get
now.
to the
no
to
communication.
The vagina. Like you gotta talk to me. Talk to me nice. Like act like you care. Give a fuck. Like don't give me no one word sentences and then say you coming over. No, what you mean? Like what am I coming over for?
Well, I still like bad boys, so I can't speak.
Thank you.
Yeah, but don't invite me over on your house on the first date.
Them to be a little like maybe sweet on the inside, rough on the edge. Type.
I like
too.
but I
Do you
like that
the
too.
bad boy?
I like that too.
Me too.
I like that too, but don't invite me to your house
I need
on
a
the
little.
first date.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I
Take
do.
me out. It's a whole world out here. Like, why you want to come over on the first date? Why? You try to fuck me?
Yeah. Most women don't want
See, that's
a
what I
man
wanted
that they
to
can
hear.
walk over.
No. I'm sorry, Miss Mary, but I want to hear that. I want to hear the females who want the bad boys.
Yeah.
Because there's shit that comes along with it. And I don't want to hear complaining later.
No,
but I want to hear, like, okay, what is it about the bad boy that you want? And what is it about that? Because we're getting older in age. So what is it about a bad boy that you would want? And what makes a person a bad boy? Because I think as we get older, what is a bad boy when you're a grown-ass man?
I don't think a bad boy. I don't. Not a bad boy, but I need a guy with a little bit of edge. I like a guy. Yeah. Listen, I want someone that I can go to church with, but I could be in a club with too. You understand?
Right,
and be in a. So I just need a little bit of both. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad boy. Okay. It's just you know. Yeah.
You got some edge to you.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the reason I asked that question because there will be guys that be like, see, that's what I'm talking about. They talking about they want bad boys.
No.
What is a bad boy? That's what I want to understand. What is that definition when you say bad boy? You may say
I say bad boy is he don't commit.
Yeah, like he got whole bunch
he
of
might have a commitment
and
like thing like and it just and I probably have an ego. I probably have an ego and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be the one and like, but I'm over that part of it, but it doesn't mean that what I kind of desire is still in that lane. Like I'm gonna choose better, obviously, and have better judgment on who I deal with, but there still is the desire, so that I'll say.
Bad boys and fuck boys are in the same sentence to me.
Yeah, fuck boy. If you want to say fuck boy, then yeah.
It's the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Can you guys give a definition of what's a fuck boy?
They just
fuck boys.
That's not a definition.
I know.
What is a fuck boy? Seriously, we want to know. The audience wants to know what a fuck boy is.
I would say.
Yeah, a man that does not want any commitments and probably has a roster, and his roster is consisting of wanting to fuck, and that's all. But he's not upfront. He's not upfront with these women,
right?
Yeah.
So he has a lot of these women. Yeah, he's playing games. That's to me what a fuckboy is.
Okay, now if I'm watching the episode, right? Now, I just want to make sure am I right. If I'm watching the episode, 2 people said, "Yes, I want the bad boy."
No.
But at the same time, I said, "What's a bad boy?" Well, you know, fuck boy, bad boy, same thing.
It's different. Everybody has their own. You can't ask
definition.
all of us what that means.
I said
That's
mine was commitment. Mine was like more of a like, you know, he might be there and stuff like that, but he don't really want to like.
Okay, and that's what you said.
Be
That's
like-
what you want.
I mean, I'm just saying that I don't want. I'm saying that the desire for that is there, but that's because you know I feel like I have an ego issue sometimes. So sometimes that's my thing. I like that.
And
I
clarified
it's a little
and said,
exciting, I guess you could say.
I'm not looking for a bad boy. I'm looking for someone with a balance. So I don't consider that a bad boy. But again, it's
I would say edge. I need somebody that could wear a suit.
Edge, yeah.
That could wear Timbs.
Yeah.
That could be conservative. That could be a little, a little rough on the edges. Because I talk shit. I'm not, I could be a little hard sometimes. I need somebody that could know how to handle me. So you got to have a little bit of everything.
So, what I would say is understanding this and looking at relationships, right? We see that at this day and time that the older we get, it seems like men become scarce. You got the fuck boys, you got the LGBTQ boys, it's rare to find guys nowadays. Do you feel like as you're getting older that the pool is actually getting thinner, or you guys don't even run into that situation? And do you know females that feel that way as well?
It's getting thinner.
It's getting thinner.
Yeah.
Thinner. Yeah. Because again, I think men are not looking for commitments. There's a lot of men out there that are just fuckboys, like we just said, and they're just looking.
Some men are in the dating pool. They're not, like I said before, they're not being upfront with what they want.
And the older you are, the more baggage you have. So sometimes some people don't know how to balance their baggage.
All right. Question. Based on that question, the question I would have for you guys: do you feel there's a reason why men are not wanting to actually go into this commitment besides being a fuckboy?
For me, the way I view it is men don't take the time to heal. Women do. Okay? Women take the time. I was in a very long relationship. It took me a couple of years to heal, work on myself. Men don't take the time to heal. So
They jump right
into another relationship. So it's they don't take the time to heal. So
Yeah,
that's why they're
true.
just not emotionally available. 'Cause
Yeah.
they haven't healed.
I agree with what she said, not healing, or some men are raised off survival. They just, like looking for a woman who got their stuff together and could survive off her. So that too in the dating pool.
Maybe social media is different. I think just like the most change that I've seen is just from like social media. Like everybody is on
it. They
social
want that
media,
life.
and it's
Yeah.
Like, that's why you don't not own it like that, because it's like
yeah.
don't
I mean,
grasp-
I'm not real. I'm on it to look at just what's there, but I'm not on it to meet people or message people or post stuff or follow people or like that. It's just a different scenery for me, so I still haven't quite adjusted to it. So I can't even speak to really be honest with you and say, like, is the pool there? Is it not there? Hell, if I know, I'm not in the pool, to even give you an answer, because the scene has changed. Like,
Yeah.
I guess for me, the difference is I do know people that use social media and stuff like that to meet other people and dating sites and stuff like that. But for me, what I need to see a person like face to face in order to know if I'm like into them or attracted to them or can even think of what I need to think of to go there with you. Like if I can't see all that, like photos aren't gonna do it, your posts aren't gonna do it, your videos aren't gonna do it. I need to hear your voice. I need to hear I need to see it all. And it's a lot of fake shit. Like it's hard to really tell like what's really like. How do you even know? Like you don't know. You don't know anything.
You don't know if it's them. If
I mean,
if
it's the
they
same thing
representative.
if you're just meeting someone any other way. But I'm just saying, personally, for me, like I'm more, I guess, old school.
And I feel like men want they want what's easy. They don't want to put in no real work. So they tend to go for what's easier to get.
They don't want a challenge.
Yeah.
They don't like challenges. Like
Or
challenge them
obligation.
to take me out, and some men don't want that. They be like, oh no,
I'm not doing all that, but I can go over here and just slide right in. Like, yeah.
Okay. Now, you were mentioning in reference to like also about the dating. Now, it's 2023. there are many different dynamics of dating. Now, the next one, which you guys should have stories, but it was Shina who made me think about this. She said catfishing, which made me think about online dating. Have you guys ever tried online dating?
I haven't. No.
I have. And I mean, for me, I've had a great experience with it. So I don't, nothing negative. Very good experience with it.
You say what?
Have met, yeah. So.
So you like no?
But again, it's not for everybody.
Trade secrets over there and tell me what she's doing.
I know.
No. I'll be honest. I mean, Rita knows I dated someone for like 6 months online, and then someone for about a year or so. It
worked out for you.
It worked out for me. Yeah.
I know Shina and C said no. What about you, Rita?
I tried it. It didn't work out for me.
Can you tell us about the story? If there was a story.
I mean, it's not a real story. It's just I tried it. I didn't really like the outcome.
Okay. All right. So, Mitch, do you have any questions?
I mean, based on that story, were you catfish, or as far as the specific situation you had with your experience, was it a front that made you not really connect with this person, or was it just elaborate a little bit more?
I would say they look one way in pictures, and then you meet them, and it's not what you thought it was.
Way off.
Yeah, even you can even FaceTime somebody before you meet them, and then you meet them, and it's just like not the same.
Really?
Yeah, you can have chemistry with somebody over the phone. It's dope, but then you meet them, and for some reason it don't match what you had on FaceTime or on the phone. It's just weird. Like, so meeting people in real life, I prefer versus online. Because online, it's just more work. I feel like it's more of a risk. Yeah, you got to have real patience to date online.
I agree, because I tried it too, and it's just not for me. I'd rather go to a lounge.
Yeah.
Rather catch you at Walmart.
Yeah, you in my face. Yeah, I can feel you. Your energy, like yeah. You already know what it is.
I don't want no filter, no side angle.
Right.
You know they're gonna try to take their best angle, and I know that's what I'm doing when I'm trying to do it. I'm gonna be like, and then I'd be like, damn, if they saw me for real, what they gonna really think?
You get in a conversation with a person that you're gonna be sitting like this the whole time.
Right.
Yeah. on your good side, like no, catch me on my good side. Like, nah, you can't do it.
I appreciate it.
We definitely.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. We definitely enjoyed this ladies' night and you guys' questions and everything else. But we basically, I'm so grateful for my girls coming out just to share their thoughts about everything else. And I thank you guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate everything. And I'm gonna close this podcast out tonight just by giving a toast to you guys. I'm grateful for you guys, and I'm thankful that you guys are in my life, and I love you guys. And thank you for sharing my birthday celebration with me.
Happy birthday.
I love you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys, babes. And why not? Let's pop open some champagne, and just let's do a toast, Live life, enjoy it. And we thank our audience, for tuning in to us and just being a part of us. We have a journey, we have a story to tell, and we have some amazing people that's in our lives that we want to share with you guys. And thank you for always tuning in to us. So, ladies, let's drink to good life,
more
great
love,
sex, great love,
more money.
Love you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy
Turn
birthday.
up. Thank you, my
Thanks for having
love. Love you guys. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Night.
Good night. Good night, guys.